Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars: The Old Republic video, and today we are talking about the upcoming items from the HK Cartel Pack that is going to be released either Tuesday or Wednesday alongside the HK 55 bonus chapter. And the new information of the items which are going to be coming from that pack have been data mined, and I love going over it before the pack actually comes out. So let's look into what kind of items we're going to be getting from it. Now right off the bat, I just want to say it's an okay Cartel Pack. Nothing too amazing. I mean, at least with the Battler Pack that we saw last patch, it had some really nice items in there that made me go, wow, these are amazing. This is going to be a really fun pack to open. With this one, that's not really the case. There's nothing too amazing in there, but on the other hand, it's not like terrible. It's not like the Gemini packs where I'm looking at it going, none of these things really look nice or worth it at all. So it's an okay Cartel Pack, but let's get into some of the items that we do end up seeing. Since a lot of these Cartel Packs relate to the chapter or the thing that's being released alongside it, I was thinking that maybe we're going to see some HK55 themed stuff, but that's not really the case, so I'm a little bit confused as to what the relation is to this HK pack to the actual chapter, but I guess I will see that when the actual chapter comes out. However, the first thing that we have is the Dark Advisor's armor set. Now this is the gold armor set, and nothing too special associated with it. And as you guys know, when I talk about gold armor sets, I like to see something that's very special, like a special animation or something cool that it does. With the Sith Recluse armor set, for example, if you've unlocked the entire armor set, you get a nice little droid that follows you around. So that's a mark of a really good gold armor set. And this one doesn't have anything really good associated with it. But what it does have going for it is that the design of the armor itself is resemblant of Lana Beniko's armor set from Knights of the Fallen Empire. And you're going to see a little later on that the other gold armor set we have is Theron Shan's armor set, basically from Knights of the Fallen Empire. And the Shadow Packs, when Shadow of Revan was released, the Shadow Packs gave us Lana Beniko and Theron Shan's armor. And so this pack will basically give us their armor from Knights of the Fallen Empire because it is different. Their armor that was in Shadow of Revan and what they were wearing is different than what was in Knights of the Fallen Empire. And so that's basically what we're getting. It also goes well with the name. The Dark Advisor obviously is referring to Lana Beniko, and then we'll just get right into the next gold armor set, which is the Secret Agent's armor set. So obviously that's referring to Theron Shan. So for those of you who are fans of the characters or who just generally like their armor and they want to wear it, you're going to have access to that through this pack. Now we have two silver armor sets, the Gifted Wanderer's armor set. Now this is okay, I mean nothing too special with it. I'm not a fan of the helmet at all, and the upper body armor just looks normal. There's really nothing more to talk about. The other one is a Sanguine Commando's armor set. Very interesting for a commando because obviously it's meant to refer to the troopers or something. But especially when it comes to things like Knights of the Fallen Empire, we don't see many traditional Republic trooper designs or Imperial trooper designs. So it is nice to have something very unique like this, and also as you guys can see, there is going to be a headpiece associated with it that's going to be an eye guard, and normally you don't see many eye guards in the game. The only other one we have is the Enforcer's eye guard that's available from the Cartel Market Reputation vendor. And you don't need much reputation for it, so that's very easy to obtain, and it only costs like 1 credit, so all you really need is the reputation. But it's just nice to see another eye guard introduced into the game for those people who don't have that rep lined up. They can easily now have access to one if they want to wear it, because I think eye guards and these little eye patches go great with anyone who might be role playing as a pirate or something. Like I, for example, have a power tech that I like to pretend is a pirate. I've got him dressed up like that. So those are the armor sets. No bronze armor set right now that's been data mined. Maybe there are bronze armor sets that just we don't have the information on them yet, but it seems as though not really. We just have 2 silver armor sets, 2 gold armor sets. But let's get into the weapons now. So we have the Frontier Hunter's Dual Saber, the Frontier Hunter's Lightsaber, the Frontier Hunter's Blaster Rifle, Assault Cannon, just blaster, and then sniper rifles. So basically we're getting every single version of the weapon. And to be quite frank, it looks pretty nice. It's got that black design, and we don't see many just pure black models of a lightsaber in the game. We don't have a photo for the Frontier Hunter's Blaster Rifle, but we do have one for everything else. And as I mentioned, it looks pretty nice. One thing is, I just hope that it's large. I mean, a lot of the lightsaber hilts we've been seeing recently released in these cartel packs have been very small, and I'm just not a fan of small hilts at all because you can barely see them. And what's the point of having a nice hilt if when you have it activated and you're fighting with it in PvP or whatever, people can't even really see it. And so I'm a very big fan of large hilts that actually people can see, and it's got a very nice design to it. So that's my one thing. I do hope it's big. But on the other hand, since these are all just silver pieces, they're going to be pretty common. They're probably going to drop pretty low in GTN, and it's just going to follow that trend that we've seen with all the other silver weapons, where it just drops as low as like 20 to 50k on the GTN, and it looks okay, but not many people really use it because there are just so many other nicer lightsaber designs that you can find in the game. And one example is I did a video on the best lightsabers for under 500,000 credits, and if you look at those, they're all very cheap on the GTN and they're just 100 times nicer. Like, I haven't seen any lightsaber designs that look that nice since the Explorer packs. Just none of the lightsabers that have come out have really been good, and all the good ones have obviously been platinum rarity. One quick note on the Frontier Hunter's Blaster. We've seen this a lot, especially with what was released in the Gemini packs. We have these introduction of these much smaller blasters, and I quite like that design. I mean, it's nice to see unique things brought into the game, and we don't see many of these very small handgun type weapons, and so it's nice to see that. So for anyone who's a fan of that, there's also a very similar design. That's the Technographer's Blaster, I believe, that was in the Gemini packs. And so if you want to dual wield those, or if you just want one for a power tech or something, I'm a fan of them. I really like them, so it's nice to see another one of those introduced into the game. But those are the silver weapons. Once again, nothing too special. You know, not bad. I'm not sitting there going, these weapons look terrible, but on the other hand, it's not wowing me. Now, as of right now, there's no information in terms of the weapon tuning we're getting, or whether the defined vented saber is even in here, because normally with the data mined information, people are able to find out whether it is. However, I'm pretty sure it's going to be. I mean, obviously all of the packs right now have had platinum items in them, so I'm pretty sure the defined vented saber will be in this pack as well. Now on to the mounts. We have two bronze mounts, the Merum Kayam and the Rendili Stormlight. And yeah, just crap mounts. Really, there's nothing more to say. There's nothing special to the design. We have so many models of these in the game. Now the Merum Kayam, the Merum Cayman, oh sorry, I can't pronounce these. The Merum Cayman, that one looks pretty unique. Okay, I mean, but it just doesn't look good. Like, when I look at it, that's never something I'm ever gonna ride in the game. So these are just bronze mounts that are going to drop super low on the GTN, and they're basically just junk that pops out of these packs. But on to the good stuff. So we have the Coastline Luxury Sidecar. This is going to be a silver mount, and I don't believe we have a sidecar that is silver yet. All the sidecars have been gold. We have the luxury, the Zakulan Luxury Sidecar. You have the Droid Sidecar and stuff like that. That's all gold mounts, so it's nice to see a silver one, because at least for anyone who is a fan of the sidecars and wants one, they don't have to pay millions of credits on the GTN anymore, because this sidecar is probably going to be available for very low prices, as all the silver mounts tend to be available for. I mean, every single silver mount has dropped below 100k on the GTN, at least on the Harbinger server, and so this one is probably going to drop that low as well. So that's going to be the silver one. What's interesting is all of the packs so far have had a silver beast mount. Womp Rat, Tauntaun, Veranticus, Hinterland Whitefang, all of those were just beast mounts that were originally available as a gold mount in a very old previous cartel pack, and now they've just been reskinned and brought in as a silver mount, so that anyone who wanted it or was a fan of that beast and wanted to have it as a mount, they could have it, and it was readily accessible for them at very low prices. I don't see one right now. I mean, we have the luxury sidecar, and that's obviously a nice silver mount for people, but there's no beast mount right now that's available in this pack that's going to be silver. So that's an interesting change in the trend now. But we do have 3 gold mounts, very similar to the Battlers pack, and that's nice. It's nice to see a lot of gold stuff in the pack, because obviously the more gold stuff you have, the higher chances of getting something. And I'm sorry, the computer I was looking at the stuff on just crashed, and so I had to bring it back up. But anyways, continuing on with what I was saying, it's nice to see that we have a lot of gold mounts, because normally in the previous packs you'll see 1 or 2 gold mounts, but now we've seen a trend towards putting in more gold stuff, which is nice. So we have 2 beast mounts that are going to be gold. We have the Speckled Menka Cat. I'll show you this image here, and then the Sunburst Vorn Tiger. These aren't proper images of how they're going to look in game. It looks as though these are just kind of 3D models that were data mined, but nonetheless they look very good. There was I think a Menka Cat that was released in the Force Alliance packs, which was the second Alliance pack to be released in the game, and I do believe that there was one available there, so I guess they're bringing another model back, which is nice, because yeah, there's only one Menka Cat available, so if they keep bringing back this really old unique stuff, then that's obviously going to help the player base in case they might want one. I mean, I'm not sure whether Menka Cats are very popular or not. Probably not going to be as popular as a Rancor or something, but it's just nice to have the option to ride one. Then the Sunburst Vorn Tiger, so they're bringing back another Vorn Tiger. The other Vorn Tiger is available as a gold mount from the Plunderers pack. So this is just going to be basically a reskin of it. Now the kind of unique gold mount that we see is the Z4C Slingshot. So this is going to be a gold mount, and unfortunately, I mean, it's not amazing. Like, for example, from the battler packs, there's a Cool and Overseer Deus. Now that was like the gold mount, the jackpot. That's a very, very unique mount. There's nothing like it in game. Maybe the Vectron Vertica is kind of like it, but basically it's very unique, and they introduced it and everyone wanted one. And as you guys can tell, it's like 8 mil on the Harbinger right now, the cheapest one. The Z4C Slingshot, it's a very unique looking mount, and I can see what they were going for, trying to bring something very new. There's nothing that's really this long or pointy or has that type of design in the game right now. However, I'm just not sure how well it's going to sell, or whether it's really going to be that desirable. But time will tell. I mean, we'll see when the pack's actually released, how low it drops in the GTN, whether people really want it or not. In my opinion, mounts like these don't tend to sell too well, and think back to the Plunderers pack, for example. In the Plunderers packs, you had the Corellian Star Drive Flash. That was a gold mount that was released, and it just kind of looked very plain. Like this one, there was nothing really that special to it, and that one dropped pretty low on the GTN. Same with the Analog Load Lifter, for example. That one, you can pick it up for like 500k. That's very, very low for a gold mount. And the problem is, beast mounts just tend to be so much more popular, or things that are really, really ultra unique, like the Overseer Deus. But unfortunately, this one just is going after that very simple just design. I mean, the only thing it has going for it, it's very long and pointy, but I'm just not sure whether that's unique enough for someone to say, yeah, I'll pay millions of credits for it. And that's really what it comes down to. Is it unique enough that people are going to pay high prices for it? But of course, if you do like the design and you want one for yourself, in my opinion, it's probably going to drop pretty low on the GTN, so there's no need to go ahead and buy this pack. You can probably pick one up on the GTN for affordable prices. But once again, time will tell, and we'll see how popular that is. In terms of the miscellaneous stuff, so we have the Advanced Soft Blue Hawkeye Crystal, which is going to be silver, and there's no photo for it right now, so I can't really show you what it looks like, but it's going to be soft blue, whatever that is. I don't know what color that is. The Creature Companion. The Creature Companion is an Exobore. So that's how it actually looks in game. It's just a 3D model version of it, but it does nonetheless look very unique, very cool, and I am an absolute sucker for these beast mounts, or these creature companions. I love them. I'm not a big fan of the droids whenever they release one. The ISO 5R droid was amazing with its size and its lasers and how it shoots stuff. That was a really good one. But the previous droid companions, I haven't been a fan of them, so I love it when they bring in creature companions, because I just often find that they are way more popular and way more sought after in the game. So it's nice to see one of these Exobores become available. And then we have two pets, the Tropical Groffet and the Model Manon Submarine, and unfortunately the photos of those are not available either. However, the Tropical Groffet is going to be bronze, and the Model Manon Submarine is going to be silver. So we're going to have a bronze and silver pet there. Finally, the title that's going to be available is going to be bronze rarity, and it is the Manipulator. So if you want to be called the Manipulator in game and have that title, you can have that from this pack as well. Anyway, so those are the items from the HK pack. I always love this data mine stuff. I love giving this information beforehand because, I don't know, it's just nice to be ahead of the crowd and to know what's going to be in the packs before it actually comes out, so you know whether to save your cartel coins or your credits or whatnot. In my opinion, as I mentioned, it's just a so-so pack, you know. Not too bad, not too good, nothing that makes me go, wow, there's a really, really good item in this pack that I really hope I get. With the Battlers pack, there was the Deus, there was the Walker, there was the Creature Companion. I wanted all of those things. With this pack, there's nothing like that that makes me go, I really, really want something from this pack. Nonetheless, it is pretty good, and I'll definitely be doing a pack opening for it. Now, one thing I want to quickly mention is the decorations. There are decorations available, but this video is already like 15 minutes long, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those in another video. And that way I can actually pay some more attention to them, because in my other upcoming item videos that I do on my channel, I'll often just have the decorations shown in the background, and I don't really talk about them. And so this way I'll be able to actually talk about the decorations and some cool aspects of them or whatever. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.